You're about to meet Sue and Rachel. Sue represents so many women, so many mothers in our country who need our love, and most importantly, our mercy. We're also going to meet Rachel, who faced nothing but adversity, but fought for her life and for her family. Rachel's story has just started, and she is a force to be reckoned with and exemplifies what we fight for every single day. I want to show you what a pro-life America looks like.
I, for the past 6 or 7 years, have dealt with abusive relationships, mental abuse, physical, financial, and I was pregnant.
I was queen of the sorority, very active in campus affairs and career woman, Murphy Brown, all of that sort of thing. I thought that I had my whole life ahead of me.
He said, when you go to the hospital, you're not coming back. If you have the babies, I don't know what to tell you, you're not coming back in my house. I was probably 5 months pregnant at that time. So I was faced with, I'm either going to be homeless, I'm going to have a late-term abortion, or I'm going to do whatever it takes and fight for my babies.
It was a combination of shock and fear because I was not planning on being pregnant. I really did not expect that to happen. And the fear set in so fiercely that I was just kind of numb. I really couldn't think straight. I kind of lost my ability to plan or problem solve. Everything just went black.
I've never considered abortion. That's not an option in my eyes. Felt like that was my only option was, to keep a roof over my other children's heads, was to not have my twins. I was in a very desperate state of mind, not a proud moment. I was bawling in tears.
I couldn't risk anybody finding out because of my so-called reputation, so we'll just very quietly take care of this, and that's exactly what we did. I really thought that abortion industry was all for me, and they were my friends. They would understand. They would help me because those are the messaging that they wanted me to have. I didn't tell a soul, except for the friend of mine who drove me there and drove me back. I didn't want to be tied down or beholden to anybody or anything.
I felt very desperate, very emotional, very confused. And at that point I said, I have the option of taking 2 lives, and mine, because I couldn't live with, doing that. It wouldn't just be taking the lives of 2 innocent babies. It would just be taking our whole entire family from the world. So we got in the car and I said, that's not an option. That's not going to be an option. I will find a way. I would have lost my life, giving the lives of my twins.
I just shut that whole thing off and I just acted very poorly. There's one thing that I don't think has ever changed or ever will change, and that is the fact that if I find myself pregnant, I know that that is a baby, and I know what that is. It would have been another probably 30 years before I actually told somebody. I really thought that I was okay, and sooner or later when I was in my 30s, everything came to a halt, and Jesus Christ was there to pick me up. And he picked me up and he dusted me off and said, we're gonna go this way now. And that's when everything changed.
I knew I had to exhaust every single option there was. And now we have the twins. We have life, not only, 2 babies that are here and alive and doing well. This is Macy Lynn. She is almost 6 months old and a twin to her sister Lucy. Here's the baby. We're happy and safe. Nothing, no matter how big or small, is worth giving the life of your child. And when you think that there's no opportunity or that the room is dark, there is light. You just have to keep believing and keep fighting, and it'll come. It will come, and when it does come, you'll feel such joy and you'll see it in your baby's face, and your life will change, but you can't give up because you never know what tomorrow brings.
You can't give up because you never know what tomorrow brings. Rachel was right. Circumstances change, people change, the world changes, but one thing remains constant, and that's the truth. And the truth is, choices have consequences. Consequences for both mother and child. Today we're engaged in another David and Goliath battle against the lies and deceptions of big abortion. Both mother and child need our help. They need a pro-life America that is fighting for them. If we're going to win these battles and create a nation that supports new life, we need you. We need to build a pro-life America together.